Backyard farming or urban farming is becoming more and more popular. With the climate crisis, maybe we should be looking into growing our own crops. It is more than just possible with even the smallest backyard. You can be feeding yourself and your family. So you're wondering exactly what is backyard farming and why even do it? It's the practice of growing your own crops at home, either indoors or in your garden, no matter how big or small. Okay, that depends. If you live in a massive farmland, that won't exactly count as urban farming, now would it? Backyard farming can also be commercial, and in the last few years, more and more people are interested in doing it. In today's video, we'll be looking at the best backyard farming channels to follow. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment in the section below. At number 1, Callie Kim 29 Garden and Home DIY. Situated in Southern California, Callie Kim teaches you how to grow anything. She teaches you that gardening can be quick, simple, and inexpensive, as well as fun. She also does healthy garden-to-table recipes and home DIYs. She's inventive and creative, which makes her videos really fun to watch. From strawberries to tomatoes to peas to herbs like cilantro, parsley, dill, rosemary, and thyme, she gives amazing tips on how to let her produce survive cold winters and lack of sunlight. She not only does outdoor crops, but in many of her videos, she gives detailed instructions on how to grow indoor crops. How fun, particularly if you don't have a garden and live in a tiny apartment. Now we have Future Farms. Future Farms is India's leading high-tech urban farming brand. We would recommend this channel for the more experienced gardener. Although popular, this channel focuses a bit more on the stuff we know nothing about. It is super interesting, and you can learn a lot from their videos, especially the easier stuff, like getting started with a leaf station, growing basil, and propagating plants from cuttings. We're not really into all the other complicated methods, but take a look and tell us what you guys think. Next up at number 3 is Epic Gardening. Found in San Diego, California, this channel not only teaches you how to grow your own fresh food, but they teach you all about hydroponics, aquaponics, and gardening communities. With 1 million subscribers, this channel shows you how to grow your own ginger in containers, how to prune tomatoes and basil, how to grow strawberries, and plant citrus trees. He also teaches us the basic mistakes we make with our plants. Even if you don't want to plant anything, we're sure you will learn something if you watch this channel. After watching the plant watering tips, it makes sense why all the plants in our house died. Watch the tips, guys, and save your plants. Now we have number 4, urban farmer Curtis Stone. Curtis Stone is the owner of Green City Acres, a commercial urban farm based out of Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. This farming channel gives you the best ideas possible to grow your own greens. In his video, he gives tours on his farm, what he grows, and how he sells it. Curtis demonstrates the best practices in the real world of commercial urban agriculture. Curtis Stone has millions of views on his videos, where he grows microgreens, teaches you how to make your own DIY profitable mushroom farm, and how to make tons of money. Sounds like we can learn something from it. Next is Albo Pepper Drought-Proof Urban Gardening. With almost 100,000 followers, this gardening channel gives you the science of plant growing. This channel is specifically for people who like a little science and are curious about why plants are grown in a certain way. Al teaches you about raised beds and high-density gardening, as well as artificial lighting for your seedlings and composting with worms and tumblers. Albo Pepper really focuses on sustainability and climate change, as well as drought. Al also does product reviews and unboxing. What makes this channel stand out is Al's product tests and experiments. It's really worth it to check out his channel. Number 6 is Urban Gardening. In Uttar Pradesh, India, Mohit Kumar Singh Pajut, who has almost 20 years experience in gardening, gives you tips you've never even heard of before. This channel is extremely popular with over 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube. This channel is so cool, he teaches you how to grow vegetables without sunlight, for example. How cool is that? We didn't even know that was possible. This channel also shows how to make our own compost and how to grow flowers as well as a mango tree. Who doesn't want their own mango tree? In their other videos, the channel shows beginners how simple it is to grow tomatoes, chili, and other vegetables. This is definitely the channel to follow if you don't know much about gardening. Next, Garden Love Homestead. This channel is all you need for tips on backyard gardening. Diana Bain shows you everything about urban gardening in her native Southern California. California. She is a down-to-earth girl with a passion for gardening. She has limited space in her backyard, so she makes do with what she has. In many of her videos, she gives us a tour of her impressive backyard filled with beautiful crops. She grows tons of edibles and focuses her time on making them look aesthetically pleasing. Now that's care. Diana loves growing succulents, such as banana succulents. She grows flowers and then the edibles like an apple tree, Hass avocado, Laura Bay leaves, and weeping mulberry. Diana is super creative, so if your garden isn't very big and you're looking for a way to plant things, check out her channel. What makes her videos stand out is that she successfully plants fruit trees in containers. Now that's awesome. Next up is Microgreens Farmer. In the US, this channel gives you everything you need to know about microgreens. Nate shows us what he's learned from micro-farming. He claims that the global health situation brings huge opportunities for microgreen farmers. A lot of us don't even know much about micro-farming. Let's break it down for you. Micro-farming is a farm owned or operated by a family and turned it into a business. The advantages of this kind of farming is that you get to save the planet and make some money while you're doing it. Sign us up. At number 9, Kay Cottrell Late Bloomer Urban Organic Garden Show. This show shows Kay Cottrell and her backyard gardening skills. This almost sounds like Kim Cattrall. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? A sexy lady in the garden playing with her tools? No, this show has nothing to do with Sex and the City. The only thing that Kay happens to have in common with Kim is that she is also a blonde and an actress. This channel is all about Kay Cottrell, documenting her growth as a food grower and how she visits other people's gardens for inspiration. Her channel is filled with organic gardening tips for year-round Southern California food growing. She shows us what a fun experience it can be to grow things, especially with family around. Bored, not knowing what to do? Take your family and plant some fruits or veggies. Kay even has an ebook called 10 Steps to a Great First Garden and her Late Bloomer website to boot. Next, we have Cuban gardener Semper Cultus. Semper is a Cuban gardening enthusiast who loves gardening all year round. He believes gardening is an art and has to be shared with people throughout the world. His experience comes from growing up surrounded by farms and animals. This channel focuses on growing vegetables and how to get started in gardening. It comes up with all sorts of creative and effective ways to grow plants. Not only that, but also ways to fight climate change with basic things. They show, for example, how to make straws out of papaya leaf stems in one of their videos. Cool, right? Number 11, Organic Farming in North Carolina. This show is for beginners, and it is all about permaculture, hugelculture, vermiculture, sprouting, aquaponics, wood chip gardening, organic gardening, and growing perennials. All of these terms sound pretty foreign to us, but we assure you, this channel's tips start from the very beginning of gardening, even if you have zero experience. From planting and pruning fig trees, apple trees, lemon trees, this YouTuber shows us all his best tricks. He does winter sowing and sprouting with onion seeds, growing arugula, kale, garlic, beets, broccoli, daikon radishes, and spinach. He even plants fruits like raspberries and strawberries. Huge variety, right? If you're planning on growing any of these, we would suggest watching this guy's videos. He knows how to make these crops survive cold North Carolina winters. Now that's impressive. Last but not least, the most popular backyard farming channel on YouTube is Growing Your Greens. With over 750,000 subscribers, this amazing show is fun and light and teaches you easy techniques for growing your own crops. In these educational videos, John shows you exactly how to grow your own food such as kale and cilantro. He even shows you how to grow indoor veggies. If you don't have a backyard, you don't have an excuse now not to grow stuff, do you? It has never been easier to grow crops. One of his best techniques is to buy fresh produce from the grocery store, such as cilantro, especially those that still have roots on them, and repot them. He also tells us the importance of each crop and their properties they have. John is dedicated to helping you sustainably grow the highest quality fruits, vegetables, herbs, and nuts in your backyard. After watching his videos, all you want to do is become an urban farmer. Go take a look at these channels and see for yourself how these YouTubers grow the most amazing produce. You can do it too. In the difficult times that our planet faces, we can at least try and make some kind of difference. We're not saying go full throttle into micro-farming. Why not start off with a small plant and see if you're into it or not? Thanks for watching our video, guys. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like the video and please leave a comment.